Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, Parker. Hello, good morning, Ava, Faith. Haven, good morning. All right, guys. So, real quick, when you go into Pearson, you log into the Pearson website, you're going to find the discussion. I'll type it in under a different browser right now. You guys need to make sure you guys use Chrome to log in. Do not use Internet Explorer or Firefox. It's just not working out for us. People are complaining that they can't get on and um, things aren't working up and stuff like that. But that's not an excuse. I told you guys to use Chrome for some of you guys that aren't able to log in. So we need to make sure that we're doing that. Okay. Let's see, Ava, you doing Pearson now? Good deal. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, so if you guys get into your reading and literature section, you're going to see a discussion post that says Mr. C's. Oh, doggone it! I just logged out of it. So it says Mr. C's work for the week or something like that. It has the dates of April. It says 4/13. I don't even know what day it is because when you don't do things like that, it gets crazy. Like you lose tabs on like what the day is and stuff like that. It's crazy. I hope everybody's doing okay. If you guys need anything, please let us know at school. We have a lot of resources that we can tap into. Um, I know some of you guys might be at home by yourselves and things like that. Um, if you guys need I think we are gonna try to do something where we can get like food ran to people and things like that. I know it's just crazy times right now. So, all right. So I'm trying to get into Chrome right now, and I logged myself out. But what it is you guys get into Chrome. You're gonna see Mr. C's discussion for the work for the week. So it's going to be Pearson, and we have there's a discussion within Pearson. It's as soon as you hit the unit, it's a girl, Beth. I believe her name is Brittany Hamilton. It's the girl that got eaten by the sharks on her arms and stuff. So in there, as you listen to her story, it's like a minute long. Scroll down a little bit, and you'll see a little blue notebook section, and it's called uh, Notebook. It's a discussion about are there some obstacles in life that you're not able to overcome, and it's in that section there. Okay, and then if you go over into making meaning section, which we always do, okay, under comp check, or there's a little section that talks about just what to expect down the line. We're going to do a compare and contrast in reference to the grapes of wrath. So we're probably going to watch a video and then read the story, and that'll probably take up most of Unit 5. But it's just a read. It's probably maybe like 10 seconds. You go through what to expect down the line, and then you're going to do the comp check. I believe it's numbers 1 through 5, and then you're going to analyze the media. So it's on the video called the Dust Bowl, and it's like analyze the media. It's like numbers 1 through 3, and then it talks about a voiceover, and then a narrator, and then first person. So again, I've been telling you guys, a first person account in a narration is when someone is actually a witness to it. So a lot of you guys are witnesses to events that you're able to tell us like a first account of it, and that's what that means. And then you're gonna have a voiceover. So let's say it was just showing you guys like for instance, like I was playing a video of the attacks on the World Trade Center. I would be talking over that video. You wouldn't see me, but you would hear my voice telling you guys, okay, at this time, I was walking down the Hudson River Parkway and I saw the second plane coming across the Statue of Liberty at a high rate of speed. And then all of a sudden the plane disappeared. And then about 5 seconds later, I saw a huge fireball. And then like you would see like the fireball coming off over the Hudson River by the Statue of Liberty. And then that's when I realized that that was the second plane that hit and we were under terrorist attack. So it'd be something like that. That's a voiceover. And then you're going to get into language development and you're going to complete that section. And then when you get down to the effective expression section, guys, for the evidence log, it's the digital evidence log. Again, you just type in a couple of the little notebook sections, okay? That's all I'm having you guys do. If you don't see a little notebook section, there's nothing to write about. Do not turn in anything. Don't even turn in something to turn it in, okay? Just leave it like that. Leave it in your Pearson. I know it's going to bother you that you see it there, but that's fine. Let it bother you, okay? Don't turn it in. Don't turn in anything. Don't turn in the unit assignment. Don't turn in any work. Don't hit that turn in button. Don't hit the turn in button to turn in the button. All right? I'm telling you guys, don't turn it in. All right? I need that thing unturned in. That's even the thing. All right? Let's see. For the video, yeah, don't turn it in. Don't turn in anything, Ava. Doggone it. Ugh. All right? Don't turn it in. Let's see what else. Bell work. Listen, don't go into the bell work and look at it and then leave, okay? If you're going to go in there, do the bell work and handle it. Take care of it. I need you guys to get into your writing section of Galileo, do the bell work. It's like 4 or 5 questions. If you don't see it in there, look under the calendar part of it, all right? Because it's in there. It's unlocked. There's no problem with it, okay? By now, it is... the bell work would be due by Thursday, and then on Friday, I'm going to release the bell work quiz. We do that every single week. So the quiz will not be in there until Friday, okay? A lot of you guys have been asking about it. It's not there till Friday, all right? It's just the way it is. Let's see. Has anyone had any questions about the work itself, like any questions in particular about some of the work? What do you guys think about the movie Dust Bowl? It's pretty old school, you know? It's something that we used to watch back in the day as kids. I know maybe your parents might have seen it or your grandparents. I'm probably closer to your grandparents' age than some of your parents, but I don't know. My kids are your age, but then I also have adult. I'm a grandpa myself, so let me see. All right, so we get into the reading and literature section, and then so you see Mr. C's work for the week. Okay, don't turn it in. Then you see Dust Bowl, and then you see the introduction activity. The introduction activity, that's where that story is at about Hamilton. If you get in there, you'll see the her little video, and then you'll have the little discuss it down on the bottom. It's just a statement, just to write something, guys, just to talk about, is there any obstacle that you know that you guys can't get over or would not be able to get over? I think she made a movie recently that came out or is coming out very soon about her thing. It says, write your response before sharing ideas. Are there any obstacles that are too difficult to overcome? That's all you have to answer. There's nothing else. It's just to discuss it. Okay. And then let's see. Katrina, if you can't get on Pearson, get into Chrome. You got to get into Pearson through Chrome. You can't use Internet Explorer or Firefox. Okay. All right, well, keep trying. I just got into it right now. All right, so it'll be available. You have all week until Friday to get into it. All right, just make a note of that. You need to try during maybe off-peak hours as well. A lot of times the internet's getting jammed up by a lot of people. The internet companies have come out and said, "Oh yeah, there's no way that we can support all of these people getting in the internet." So you guys might have to work that. Okay, work out your times, work out your hours, guys. So you need to use Chrome. Don't use any other browser. Use Chrome. That's something that I talked to Pearson about. All right. So you need to use Chrome for all internet use, guys. Again, we have Pearson and then we have Galileo. You need to get into your Bell work, and that's released right now. There's like 4 or 5 questions for Bell work, and then you need to do on Friday. The test will be in there on Friday. It's not in there right now. It's loaded, but you're not going to see it until Friday. And that's it, guys. Pearson is due Friday by midnight. Bell work is due Thursday by midnight. The test is due Friday by midnight. All right. Anybody have any questions? Go into the Pearson Mr. C's work for the week, and you'll see all the work that's required. Let's see. So Mr. C's work for the week, view discussion, open it up. It says, in the new unit number 5, we'll be going over adversity. You'll be learning about the hardships and why bad things happen and how people have been able to overcome those challenges. We will be going over a series of different texts and view media as you formulate responses to the essential question of how do we overcome obstacles? That's the essential question. A lot of you guys have overcome obstacles in your life. Some of you guys have gone through some major stuff. Talking about moving from across the world for some of you guys, moving to a different school, maybe having very limited friends, or perhaps even like maybe a divorce or a death of a family member, or an adoption, things like that. Different caretaking situations. Even now with this coronavirus, a lot of you guys might even have family that have gone through it. I know for myself, I think I was sick about a month ago, and I had like a really, really bad fever for like 2 or 3 days. It was right at the time of spring break, so it was really bad. And I mean, I couldn't even get out of bed and stuff. So it was pretty crazy just because my wife's a nurse. She actually works on the COVID floor at her hospital. And I mean, she's going through stuff every day with patients and stuff like that. She usually has about 3 to 4 patients for herself. So it's been pretty crazy. So you get into the Unit 5 intro activities, and you're going to watch a quick 4-minute video, and then you're going to answer the discuss it question about, are there any obstacles that are too difficult to do? And then you're going to get into the Dust Bowl, and that's like a 45-second audio of the story. It's just kind of breaking it down for you a little bit. And then you're going to watch the 7-minute video that's required for the work. Under Making Meaning, you're going to go into the Comparing Media to Text. That's just a read-only section, and it discusses the future assignments that relate to the story, The Grapes of Wrath, and then it compares the video to the novel, and it's just a read to prepare you about what's to come down the line, okay? So there's no work involved in it, no work involved in it. Then you're going to get into the comp check. This is where the work's at. Questions 1 through 4, then the research question, and then analyze the media, questions 1 through 3. You're going to go down to language development, do the media vocabulary 1 through 3, and then do the evidence log. Do not hit the turn-in button. Do not what? Type it in. Do not what? WDYM voiceover. A voiceover is, you're not doing a voiceover. Well, I'm just explaining it to you guys so that way you guys can write it out about what it is or what a voiceover is, okay? You've been using Safari and it's been working, okay? Good. That's right, Faith. Do not do a voiceover. Man, Faith, if I had a Jolly Rancher, I'd throw like 2 of them to you right now. Bam! Here, Virtual Jolly Rancher. Do not hit the turn-in button, all right? Boom. Yeah, you guys aren't doing a voiceover. I'm just telling you guys what it is, what it means, because as you're watching like the Dust Bowl, you'll hear people talk over it, and that's the voiceover. It's just I'm just explaining. I was just kind of like, because you guys are going to be like, "What's a voiceover?" So I just wanted to tell you guys what it meant. You're welcome, Faith. Jolly Ranchers, what's up? You guys have been doing pretty good. Let's see. I know in first block, the quiz from last week on Friday that was due, like half of you guys did it, so that's unacceptable. Um, hey, Gab. And then for this week, the quiz for this week is on Friday. It opens up on Friday at like at 1 o'clock in the morning or something, and then it's available all day and through until midnight. And then the bell work for this week is due on Thursday. All right. You guys need to use, like Trinity was saying, Safari. Use for you or Mac users or Apple people, and then you guys need to use Chrome to get into that stuff because it's just not working with Internet Explorer and all that other stuff. You're gonna see that the constant little circle just spinning around. All right. Let's see what else. I think that's about it, guys. Really, you got to get into Pearson, and once you get into Pearson, you're going to see the work that Mr. C is required of. Um, Also, there was an email that went out to parents today from the district. All right, just basically telling them about the grades again. Like we're doing grades for the work. You guys are in class about the class hours and how we're working on that. You guys have been pretty good on that. There's a couple of kids that haven't been showing up and haven't been doing anything, so they're going to be getting phone calls this week. But other than that, you guys are doing really well. Okay, especially all of you that show up here every single day. You don't have to be here every day, and that's what's so cool is that you are. You guys just want to talk to each other and just say, "Hey, what's up?" So that I'm really proud of you guys. Obviously, throughout the semester, your work has been really, really good work, and you guys are consistently consistent, and that's really important. When you guys move on to the eighth grade, I know some of you guys might struggle a little bit at the beginning just because of this ending part of the fourth quarter is really weird. So I'm really sorry that a lot of you guys have had to go through this stuff. Um, School stuff is crazy. I mean, I've never. This is unheard of. I've never had in my history of school, and even after. So I've been going to school since 1979 when I was in kindergarten. And in 1979, that's a long time ago. How many years is that? Like 40 years ago. So when I went to school 40 years ago, we've never had anything like this. Even during like I went to school. I was in high school during the LA riots. The schools were still open. No, I think they were closed that time for like a week. Schools were closed for a week at the LA riots because things were burning everywhere, and there was like literally like gas stations. I mean, you guys can watch the video. You guys can pull that stuff up and check it out. The LA riots. So yeah, that was the only time that my schools were closed during the week. But I was graduating already. I was a senior, so it didn't really matter for us. Um, let's see what else. And that was really like the only thing. We've never had any kind of major events, crazy stuff like that. So what you guys are going through is pretty crazy, pretty unique actually. So, and then I think during 9/11 also, schools might have been closed. I don't remember. I was a cop, but I wasn't out and about. I think schools that week because that happened on a Tuesday. So I think schools that week were shut down probably, but I don't really remember. I don't know. Um, So yeah, you guys are going through some really, really crazy stuff on how they're doing it for a whole quarter. So I mean, you could only imagine, for some of you guys that have older brothers and sisters in high school and things like that, you're actually seeing that, especially if they're graduating and how that's working. That's very dynamic because a diploma is really important, and you have to have certain hours and stuff in high school. So yeah, it's pretty important. Um, but for us, don't worry, you guys are going to be eighth graders next quarter or next year. So congratulations on that. I will be coming back to teach as a sub, and it will probably only for eighth grade anyway, just because I know all of you guys. Maybe seventh graders as well, but definitely for the eighth grade, I'll sub. Um, so that'll probably be maybe a couple times a month because there's usually like somebody taking off or something like that. So I haven't heard about anybody else leaving. I know Mr. Wood is leaving, and then I'm leaving. Hmm. Mrs. T is leaving also. Let's see who else is leaving. I think that's it on the upper levels. So three of us are leaving. I'm not sure about Mr. Ofi. Let's see, any text messages? No. All right. So if you guys have a question this is something to think about in your lives as you guys get older. as you guys use text messaging, if there's a text message that is more than 3 sentences, call the person. Okay, that means you got to dial the number. All right. No, Pearson is killing you. That's unfortunate, Katrina. If you have to text somebody more than 3 sentences in one text, you need to just call them so that way you have clarification. And it's called dialogue. You go back and forth with communication. Okay, it's really important. It'll probably take about a minute, and you get your question answered, and then you might even have a response to that question. So it's a secondary question. So it's important to do that. And then email, that's like the last thing to do. Email is so impersonal. You don't understand the context and the dialogue. And right now, like we're talking, it's like a very chilled out thing. But if you were to call me, I'd be like, "Daggone it, where, blah, blah." So then you're able to hear that kind of tone and different things like that. So that's really important in communication. So just make sure that you guys are doing that. I'll see you, Faith. Remember, more than 3 sentences, call, don't text. And don't hit the turn in button either. For anything, guys, no turn in button. Go into Pearson and read the discussion post that I put. Okay, has all the work listed and tells you what not to do. Don't do the turn in button. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? If you're done, don't hit the turn in button. Jeez, you're killing me, Gabby. I just said not to do it. Just I know some of you guys like with OCD and like I don't know what all this other stuff is. Anything with a letter, you guys see something that's like not turned in. You're like, oh man, I gotta hit that button. I gotta hit it. Listen, don't hit it. Don't hit it. I'm telling you, don't hit it. I'll tell you when to hit it. Okay, but don't do it. I'll see you, Ava. I'll see you, Gabby. Be safe today, girls. Have a good day. Xavier, see you, man. Have a good day. All right. Let's see who else was on here. Parker, if you got to roll out, man, go for it. Get to work. I appreciate you guys stopping by. You're always like the first one in here too, dude. Appreciate that. Haven, if you got any questions, text me or call me, okay, kiddo? Let's see. Parker, you're good to go. I know you always get your work done. Let's see. If you guys are having, thank you, Xavier. If you guys are having any issues logging in, just shoot me an email or something like that, and I'll just say, okay, I'll just document that you guys are having problems. But I think overall, you guys will be okay. All right, you guys should be good to go. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. If there's anything that I need to put down range, I'll shoot out another text or another video live or post a recording. Your eyelash fell off. You got to use better glue. All right. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Be safe. Get to class to your other classes. All right.